All right, should be live here in just a second. Waiting for everything to load up. All right, that's up. How's it going? How's it going? What's up, Space? All right, looks like we sound pretty good, so we'll get underway here. How you doing, man? We're just gonna kind of talk about like all the like releases and things that have happened in the last couple days, like and like the fact that like there is this growing sentiment from around the league that there's going to be a quote unquote massacre. What's up, Chris? What's up, Trey? What's up, Christopher? What's up, Weapon? What's up, Aiden? What's up, Motor City? I can't find a PS5 anywhere. Looking forward. Damn, you can't find a PS5. Hopefully it comes. Hopefully you find one somewhere. That'd be pretty nice. But yeah, Dianna Russini, somebody who works like with the NFL. What's up, Valix? What's up, Mike? Has said that basically she texted with one NFL coach who predicts that next week is going to be quite the massacre in terms of like teams cutting players. What's up, Kevin? How's everybody doing? Like it's just going to be like a massacre. There's going to be lots of cuts. People are going to be like go left and right. So to me, it's kind of sounding like that could be true. And we're starting to see like kind of like the beginnings of it. Kyle Van Noy was cut. Let's see what. Oh, God damn it. What the fuck is this, dude? All right, whatever. It's basically we can go down through here. Well, Thomas Davis just retired too. They're gonna try. The Raiders are gonna try to trade Trent Brown. Apparently, the Giants have cut Golden Tate and David Mayo. Let's see who else. Washington Davis retires. Just kind of looking around. Sam Darnold's up for grabs apparently. Yeah, there's just a bunch of moves going down. The Vikings got rid of Kyle Rudolph. The Texans released Mark Fields and Brandon Williams. The Saints are trying to get rid of Malcolm Brown. So, there's quite a few things going on. What's up, Julius? What's up, Anthony? How's it going, man? Are you worried? I'm not very worried about the Patriots. No, I mean, I could go into that in a second there. Kyle Rudolph, come on up. I don't know. We'll see about Kyle Rudolph. So when it's time to sign players, the pool is going to be deep. Yeah, it's gonna be a very, very big offseason, I'm thinking, with a lot of players available. So I want to kind of wait and see who's all going to be cut, who's all going to be let go, who might be like some shocking guys that are free agents all of a sudden. What's up, everybody? Sorry if I missed any, but what's up, Teo? What's up? But yeah, regarding the Patriots, I'm not very worried with $63 million and everybody coming back, and Van Noy could come back. Yeah, that makes sense, Teo. And it's not really his arm strength. They just got to like make sure he can get the ball down the field. And I don't think that's really a concern. Give him someone who can actually fucking catch the ball. Rudolph's going to be signed quick. Yeah, I would imagine so. I don't see him being a free agent for too long. Pacers beat Cavs, so that's good. But regarding the Patriots, real quick, with all the money they have and the fact that their entire defense is coming back and they might be able to get Van Noy, like, I don't know. I'm not super worried about it much. Like, they're like a receiver, maybe a good tight end away from being a pretty competitive team. I don't know. Rudolph's 31, and the only reason his play has gone down is because the rise of Irv Smith in the Vikings offense, right? Like, Irv Smith is the only reason they stopped using Kyle Rudolph the way that they did was the rise of Irv Smith Jr. It was just kind of like an unfortunate situation. And he could mentor a court. Yeah, exactly. That's how I'm looking, Joel. If you can get Rudolph for like $5 million and some incentives, that's a pretty good contract. I'd imagine it's what if you Prime Cam's not going to happen. That went away with injuries. I would argue. So Yeah. You'd probably have to pay Rudolph like $5 million and some incentives. Like you play all 16, we'll give you $1 million. You catch like 9 to 10 touchdowns, we'll give you some more money. We make the playoffs, you get some money. Just random shit to get the money up. I would imagine this might be the heaviest season of incentive-based contracts we will ever see in league history because of that drive. Because like incentives can count as like dead money towards next season when the cap might go back to normal. So there's all kinds of weird shit where teams can kind of like offset things and kind of push money and just have dead money. That's so it's a weird way that incentives are counted. Oh, Chiefs don't have any money, man. Chiefs are in real bad shape. I know what I said about Rudolph, but I think he's $5 million with incentives. Cam gonna want to prove point this year after he got that camper. After that camper train, yeah, exactly, Julius, exactly. And I think Cam will do a lot better with the actual receivers in New England. I agree with you, Joel. I think they're gonna fuck up and not trade him. Like it's like the right thing, the smartest thing the Texans could do right now is trade him. I mean, like what do they stand to gain by not trading him? Nothing. Can anybody name me one positive to not trading him at this point? He's not going to fucking play. And if he does, I could imagine, I know exactly how he's about to play. Like complete shit. They're not going to walk away from this any better by keeping him. Like there's no money saved by keeping him. They would move on from contract. What's up, Goquan? I don't see what the plus side of keeping this guy is. You move on from a big ass contract. You get multiple draft picks. You can save your franchise. Like I just don't. Nobody has a good reason for them to keep. It's like only the Texans think it's a good idea to keep him. And I guarantee there's a split in that organization that is probably so deep about whether or not they should just fucking trade the guy. I can only begin to imagine. They could get a whole team with that trade. That like not even just a good offensive lineman, just a whole new goddamn trade with that team. It's literally you could get all the draft picks that you fucking shitted away in dumbass trades for whatever reason that you did that. I don't know. Just the whole situation in Houston is just better with trading him. Yeah, you got a really good quarterback, but you have literally nothing else. The whole team is melting away before you. Yeah, I have Ash. We have a lot of them up. Yeah, I mean, but none of them are like crazy yet, except Kyle Van Noy. He's been the crazier one. What's up, Julian? So far they've all been kind of like light releases, guys that is rather expected, very sensible ones. But so Van Noy was out of nowhere type deal. They need to trade before the draft, otherwise they are fucked. Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, they need to get picks. It's stupid to keep him at this point. Gabe Jackson was solid for us. I did not expect us to cut him. Hold on, let me see something. Who's your team? I'm sorry. Raiders? Yeah, and you guys might be trying to trade Trent Brown too. So as the Dolphins, Julian. Yeah, we're gonna take Kyle Van Noy right back. Yeah, we'll just take him right back. Texans are in a situation where there is no such thing as the right move. All you can do is blow it up and start from scratch like a brand new expand. Yeah, exactly. Trey. Yeah, that's literally the right option. You don't just hold on to one good player when like 5 different teams will offer you their entire future for him. The Dolphins are offering multiple first-round picks in this year's draft. I think they've offered their first, their 17th, I think like a second-round pick, Tua, and I think one of their next year's first. And the Texans are like, nah, we're not interested in that. Dog, I'd give up any. I'd be like, okay, here you go. Fuck this quarterback. We'll find something else. Yeah, he was your guys' defensive heartbeat. He was like the captain of your defense. They have a receiver named James Harden in the FCF. That's hilarious. I haven't watched anything of that since like the first day of highlights. But yeah, I don't know what the Texans are about to do. They're just in a hilarious shape. They're just, what's up, Amir? The entire I don't know what the correct word would be. Yeah, and that's kind of on Flores. He should know how to use him better. That's the one thing he wasn't in New England, was inconsistent. I feel I want Lonson gone, not because I want him, but because, yeah, exactly. And he just, your team needs to just blow itself up and rebuild. Like, it's like, dude, you guys need to you got to get rid of it. And they literally have one of the greatest tools I've ever seen. Your team blew a huge. Oh, did you guys lose? That's not any good. At least you had a good stream. Detroit Lions agreed to terms with, Tyrell Williams, pretty good contract. Yeah, I was about to talk about that in just a second, Wade. So, but yeah, Texans need to blow it up. Smartest move. You lost at the end. I really thought, the Nets, James Harden's playing fan controlled football, but yeah, the Lions somehow got Tyrell Williams. Yeah, Mike, I was a little bummed about it too because I thought we could get him in New England. Basically, yeah, with Tyrell Williams, like everyone's like, oh, he's injury prone if he can stay healthy. I looked into this guy. He played in 16 games for the first. It goes like 7 because he was a rookie and kind of had a tough time breaking in. Then he plays 16, 16, 16. Last year he played 14 games or something like that, and I'm like being led to believe he's like not a good wide receiver or something because he's like injury prone. And I'm like, I don't see it. He missed 2 games in 4 years and you're telling me that's injury prone? Okay. He was good on the Chargers. I don't know what happened to him on the Raiders. He did all right. It's just it's the Raiders. And the Raiders have to clear cap. Again, Tyrell Williams, another example of a kind of a surprising cut move. That if the cap wasn't shrinking, they probably keep Tyrell Williams. Like, it's Miami cutting Van Noy, but maybe there should be a sign that maybe they could be. That's another thing, is like that's probably a big sign that Miami still believes Watson will be traded at some point. Yeah, he's on one of my teams, so I got Tyrell Williams to some extent, but it's like I really needed him in New England. What do you mean you can't? He literally played in every game, 14 games last year for you guys. I don't know about that. I agree with having to cut him to save cap. A lot of teams are doing that this year. But the can't stay healthy, that's a misnomer. I feel like that's just recency bias because he kind of got banged up for you guys. He never missed time in Los Angeles or San Diego for a year. Didn't he opt out? Or did he get hurt? What was it? Did he get hurt this year or did he like opt out? I don't know. At this point, I don't really care if we do or don't get Watson. I'm just tired of the whole rumors. Yeah. Well, I'll talk about the could that have been a cap move for Miami? I think so, actually. I think Miami still fully believes they're going to wind up getting Watson. He missed like 2 games, in 2020 due to his shoulder. All right, well, 2020 was a fuck it year anyway. I don't really care about last year. If I'm being very honest, that last year's NFL season was so fucking weird with guys missing time and injuries and shit happening. I think a lot of injuries happened last year due to the lack of mini camps and training camps. Had there have been like, full camps, full things, I don't think injuries would have been. I know we are good. I've been hearing the Packers might grab him in terms of. Yeah, with that, man, Ash, I get the sentiment. Yeah, him getting hurt. Yeah, but again, I do agree. He's a good cap cut for a team like the Raiders. Yeah, because you guys do have like Henry Ruggs, so you don't need him. Broncos had a game with no QB. Yeah, that was hilarious. Last year was a weird fucking game. He also played. Yeah, the Raiders had a bad field for a second there. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, exactly. For the most part, you guys, that move makes sense, Tyrell Williams, and it gives the Lions a pretty good receiver to replace Marvin Jones. Solid number 2. You don't like Watson to Miami? If I'm a Miami fan, I say fuck Tua and that bum ass garbage arm of his, and give me like the best quarterback in the NFL when Brady retires. Like, I'm sorry, Weapon. I disagree with you full heartedly. If you can get your hands on Deshaun Watson, fuck Tua. He's literally garbage compared to. You can wipe you. Deshaun Watson wipes his ass with Tua's. Yeah, I'd break Tua's hip again if I could get Deshaun. I'd personally break it with the baseball bat if I was the Dolphins. If I had to do it, if that was the way, like God came to me, and like I'm the Dolphins owner, and I'm sleeping, and they're like, all you got to do is bash Tua's hip in with a baseball bat. I literally called Tua with tears in my eyes, like, can you come to my office? I'll bash his shit in. I'll bash it right in. Be like, fuck you, Tua. Wham, wham. And that motherfucker's career, give him some money anyway, and then send him on his way. But yeah, I do some vile shit to get. Literally, I literally have Miami as Super Bowl favorites. Super Bowl favorites. I'm not even being silly. Literally, if they get Deshaun Watson, I'd be like, well, they're gonna probably win the Super Bowl. Jesus Christ. There's so that would be such a, and then they're gonna, because you know what's gonna happen. They go get Deshaun Watson, and then they get whatever wide receiver they want. Right? They'll get anybody. Oh, you want Allen Robinson? Okay, hey Allen, do you want to come catch balls from? You want to come want easy touchdowns from Deshaun? Okay, in Miami. Okay, that's just it's that would be so perfect for that team. Compared to Tua, who we don't know. We'll see. Maybe I hope the arm strength thing is cleared up a little bit next year. Like they teach him how to throw a little better with his hips. But we'll see. But that's literally only if they can get their hands on him. It'd be a good move to try to get that, But again, you don't need it. I mean, I do agree. Like, you shouldn't. If you're a Miami fan, I wouldn't be bummed out if you got to stick with what you got and just kind of build around Tua. That's also not the end of the world if you're Miami. But if you could do the trade, do the trade. You got to do that trade. Like if Miami gets Watson, the Texans want at least 3 first-round picks, Xavier Howard, Devontae Parker, and Tua. IMO, they're going to want their best players. They could have, I'm sure the Dolphins, minus Xavier and Howard, you would probably get all of those guys, Devontae, Tua. Yeah, you could probably get both of those guys. I don't think the Dolphins like Devontae Parker that much. Hey, Coach, the weirdest thing just happened. Coach, what? I want to sign with y'all for like no money. Chris, that's us. Chris is like, catch balls, you say, huh? Oh, yeah, I know, right? Allen Robinson would start crying and shit, come to the sideline. His coach would be like, why are you crying for? Exactly that situation Mike just described. The ball came right into my hands, dude. It's almost like when I play Madden. He's like, he's crying and shit. He's blowing snot bubbles. I don't even want to imagine what Allen Robinson's going to look with a good quarterback, you guys. Think about this. This dude is a top receiver in the league with like Blake Bortles and Mitch Trubisky throwing him the football. That's so scary how good Allen Robinson could actually be. I'm just thinking about, I'm like, oh my God, dude. He could wind up on a real football team with like a real quarterback. Because we would need to get some of our best players like Whaler or Crosby. Oh yeah, no, you'd be losing Waller and probably Trent Brown or some kind of, yeah, you probably lose Waller and Trent Brown or Derek Carr and Trent Brown. Just start doing YouTube, Tom. Just start uploading videos. May take a couple years to kind of break through, but you eventually get it. Yeah, Allen Robinson is criminally underrated for some reason. Literally has been, he like you'd say, see what why do linemen leave New England and then like they just suck like Trent Brown kind of does? He was good in New England. I don't know what happened. Kind of another like Trojan horse like Nate Soldier. Who wants Joe Thuney? Raise your hand real high if you want another fucking New England lineman that doesn't work out of New England. No, Houston probably wouldn't take that. They'd want more picks. Houston's going to be some greedy bitches with what they want. What's up, Sharky? Yeah, he went back to being a weirdo. Yeah, exactly. But he's just a weird guy, Ash. That's the funniest. Exactly like Mike said. He's a weird dude, Trent Brown. What are you guys raising your hand for? What did I say? What did I ask for? Trent was the guy walking around with the facility without a mask. Yeah, I know. It's weird, dude. He's all like, oh, fucking, he's not, yeah, whatever. They're not smart. Can you make a living off of your YouTube channel? If I lived in Massachusetts, I don't know about that. That'd be pretty hard. Not with the money I make on my YouTube. No, I probably can't make it. Not in my YouTube. No, but if I was making, I don't know, like fucking 4 or 5 digits a month, depending on, yeah, I would say so. You could probably live anywhere and make money on YouTube. Oh, Joe Tooney. Oh yeah, yeah. If you you want Joe Tooney, yeah, you do. Sure, okay. Go look at the other guys. How they always turn out after a while. He's acting up in the locker room. That makes sense. Some guys are weird. He'll probably calm down. Once all the COVID stuff goes away, all those, what's crazy is like Nick Bosa has had like no problems with any of the COVID stuff. Of all the people in the NFL, I have no idea, Tom. I'm so far away from that kind of reality. I don't know. If you have a Patreon and you charge like $10 and you had 400 people, that'd be enough to get $4,000 a month. Wait, is that right? 400 times 10? Yeah, you can make a good living with just like 400 people on a Patreon. Yeah, or OnlyFans. You just take fucking hilarious butthole pics and just put them up on the internet once or twice a week. You draw like funny faces and shit, like mean mugging the camera, but like your butthole is like the face. I wouldn't personally do that, but it's really funny to think about doing. It's not like you can make a solid like 10 grand a month just be making funny butthole face pics. Probably. How many girls? I don't have OnlyFans. I don't I don't pay for porn, dude. I just go on the internet if I want to look at porn. But yeah, Rob Trent Brown was good in 2019 for the Raiders, but only allowed, yeah, it's fine. He'll probably be back to normal this year. Raider. Yeah, Teo, I don't know why. Yeah, I seen that too. I was gonna ask people if they seen the Dan Campbell interview on the Pat McAfee show. That dude is the most authentic person I think I've ever seen in like football capacity. That is like he doesn't fake anything. He just kind of says like the very first things that pop into his brain. There's really no filter process to lie and shit. Very, very authentic. And I think players are, yeah, same here, Trey. Yeah, it's free. It's right there on the internet. And now on, yeah, same here, Mike. Lions need to figure something out with Kenny. The longer it takes, the more it makes me think. Mike, the more it makes me think with Galladay real quick, the longer it's taking, it's either better for the Lions, like for Lions fans, or it's worse. Like I don't know what's going to go on with that. And it was only like a 1-year deal with Tyrell Williams, so I have no idea what the Lions are planning. He's not a number one. What's up, Whisper? But yeah, with Dan Campbell, that was a great interview. Very, very authentic, good guy, it seems. Very just, I don't know. It seems like players are going to want to play for him. Like, and then they get Tyrell Williams. It's like, of all the teams that were probably in on Tyrell Williams, the Lions grabbed him. So, I mean, there's obviously the obvious factor of fucking Anthony Lynn. Dude, you never know, dude. All it takes is this flipping culture in a lot of places. Hey, Rob, Raiders expect to have interest with Kyle Van Noy. That makes sense. There's probably a lot of teams that are going to be trying to get Kyle Van Noy. The problem with getting Kyle Van Noy, though, is where does he want to go? Let's go over to people. Go to his. I unfollowed him when he left the Patriots. Weird. Oh, is this Marcus Cannon? Weird. Why is he liking Marcus Cannon stuff? Huh? He's just like talking to Marcus Cannon. That's probably not a big deal that he's just talking with Marcus Cannon. That's not a big deal. Oh, did he? Oh, wait, that's the media. Let's go over to his likes. Weird. He's liking something about Massachusetts pizza. He's liking plays of himself as a Patriot. He liked this random little titty from some Devin and Jason McCourty twins. Yeah, dog. I don't think that matters as much as you think it does. The Patriots are a very forgiving franchise. Like, so it's a business. Remember the Patriots motto. It's a goddamn business. And guess what? If he'll play for if he'll play between 7 and 9 million or 7 to 10, he's way fucking better than bringing back Lawrence Guy. And oh, you don't think so? He liked this tweet. You don't think he'd love to go crush the fucking Dolphins twice a year? I think he would. You know how, dude, he's like hurt from this. Like this whole thing with the Dolphins, this hurt him. He thought he was like the leader of that team, like the heart and soul of that defense. And then they just cut his ass cold like that. Oh, he wants to hurt that team. I think he wants to devastate them. And the only way you can devastate them worse is if you go back to the Patriots and then murder them. Oh, dude, yeah, no, I'm sorry, but like it's that's cold-blooded what Miami. They didn't even like offer to restructure that. He liked that team so much, he probably would have taken a restructure. Fishy, I don't know where Fishy's at. He's probably sleeping. Like, I almost kind of feel bad for Kyle because like he actually really enjoyed being a Dolphin. All right, have a good night, Christopher. Russell Wilson probably wants to get traded. Yeah, but the thing with Kyle Van Noy is he also plays down lineman, Teo. Like, and we actually could like let Lawrence and we could let Guy leave and and Butler leave, and like we don't have to re-sign them. And Kyle replaces them beautifully. We can convert Kyle from play down line. He's better as a goddamn down defensive lineman than a linebacker anyway. That's just my personal belief. Like he's so versatile. And especially against the run, which is something we were so weak against last year. I don't want any of these weak-ass run stoppers anymore. Like, get rid of all these pussies who are afraid of the run. Let's get back somebody who's not afraid of stopping the run. And bow right into that. Derek Carr. I don't know what the hell is going to happen with Derek Carr. But I do think Russell Wilson probably wants to get traded a bit, or at least get one of these big offensive linemen over to fucking New England or over to his team because they desperately need to protect him right now. Like the Seahawks need to get a good line like now. If they don't, they're going to finish in last. They probably already will finish in last place in that division, but well, depending on what Arizona does. Did you see Gruden, the GM, said they love Carr? Oh, they're done shopping him now? So they're done. Like a week ago, they were fucking openly shopping the dude. Now they're like, all right, well, actually, we're going to keep Gruden. Or actually, we're going to keep him now. All right, so they flip-flopped. That's kind of similar to what the Jets have done. The Jets, all of a sudden, now, they're said officially we're shopping Darnold. So now, officially, the Jets have gone, fuck it, we're going to shop Darnold, which means I think they're going to wind up taking Zach Wilson now. We'll see if that remains to happen, but yeah, the Jets apparently they're done. They're just gonna go. Let's go get a new one. Fuck it. So now I think Darnold's available. So that's also very exciting. Timeline messed up, but they paid Van Noy knowing they. I think so. There's something about that, Mike. It's pretty fucking dirty what Miami did to the guy. Is the actual tweet and quote when I'm telling you Darnold is out and Wilson is in. Yeah, it's so bad, dude. Do you know how hilarious it is? Do you know what's going to be the funniest thing about the Darnold situation? I'll laugh my balls off when Darnold's on a playoff team next year. Like I'll laugh so fucking hard. And the Jets win like 4 games and Zach Wilson busts out of the NFL. Oh my God, dude. Do you know how much I hope they actually go through with what I hope they're about to do? I actually didn't think they were going to be like the same old Jets with Salah there. But oh my God, they're really about to do it. They're really just going to give up. Yeah, I think so too. Chicago, dude. Chicago literally might get their best quarterback in franchise history, like because the Jets are retarded. it's literally the greatest thing ever if you hate the Jets like AFC East fans do. There's one thing that unites even Patriots, Bills, and even the Dolphins fans together somewhat. It's our hatred of the goddamn Jets. And oh my God, they're really gonna do the Sam Darnold get rid of thing for like a second round draft pick because they're so poverty. Then they're gonna just they're gonna get Zach Wilson. I'm so proud of the goddamn Jets, dude. You didn't think they were gonna do that. You think they would have seen the Ryan Tannehill situation with Adam Gase. You think they would have gone, maybe we give him another year. Yeah, it's gonna be like a second or a third for Sam Darnold because they're just a hilarious shit show. They're gonna give him to like fucking Pittsburgh for nothing. We'll take Big Ben. Like they'll just take on Big Ben's contract for no goddamn reason for Sam Darnold and like a third because it's Pittsburgh and it's fucking the Jets. They're a poverty franchise, ladies and gentlemen. They're gonna do some poverty ass shit with Sam Darnold. If you're, that's gonna be so funny how they mess this up. They're not going to do anything good with this. And you know what's a lot of Jets fans think they're going to have like this great offseason. When have you done that in the last 20 years that has resulted in anything more than heartbreak, New York? You goddamn Jets fans are the greatest things. You just a gift that keeps giving, the Jets. They're like, oh, we're about to murder. We're gonna get all these guys to play with CJ. They do have CJ Mosley. Yeah, I wish they'd trade him to us. There's 0% chance that the Jets trade him to the Patriots. Maybe I give up the second rounder for that one, Mike. I don't even give a fuck. I give up 2 or 3 third-round picks. Dude, I'd do it. That'd be awesome to get Sam Darnold. I'd be like, really? We just get Sam Darnold for a 5th? I think he winds up staying in. I don't know because I don't know if Pittsburgh can afford him. I have no idea. We'll see. We'll see by the start if he hits free agency, not Pittsburgh, and then that's like whatever team needs a solid number 2 receiver. Baltimore might bite on him, but I don't know if he'd go there because of the Pittsburgh shit. He might go to the Jets because of the New York market or the Giants. Jets or Giants seem to be a good spot for him. I wonder how the Cowboys will. The Cowboys are probably going to do pretty good next year as long as they stay healthy. Pittsburgh can't afford you. Mike, oh shit, Mike is Juju Smith confirmed. Saints cut every tight end. Saints cut everybody. Well, Teo, they have no choice. They have to cut everybody who's worth the fuck. Do you know who has a hilarious salary situation? The Kansas City Chiefs. Go look at all their big contracts and look at what years they can opt out and what years like they, for example, Chris Jones, right? If he was to be cut or opt out, it would, or just not play this year, like get released. It would be like a $22 million dead cap. That fucking sucks for the Kansas City, right? Who's way over the cap. They're at 213 and it's 180 right now. Next year, do you want to know what his dead cap is? $750,000. Like dude, this is like all of the Chiefs contracts. It's so fucking funny how like their deals are done. Like it's like all their big contracts are worth like huge money this year, and then next year in dead cap they're all like $50,000, a few $100,000. It's like, 1 year away from being able to just dump fucking Chris Jones, Frank Clark, literally like everybody with no care in the world. They had that set up so well to just dump contract and like kind of revitalize. And dude, no, the Kansas City got fucked, dude. The way that if you go look at all the way their contracts are set up, it's all set up for like dump these guys this year, and then we have a lot more money. Dump these guys this year, then it's like it's very interesting. It's basically they have the money because they're able to like just shed very old contracts that are very big money. So like Chris Jones, for example, what their little shitty safety plans are, Get rid of Chris Jones next offseason. It's only a fucking $750K dead cap. And then you have literally $20 million extra dollars towards your cap to spend for another weapon, some kind of big flashy free agent for Mahomes and company. Very smart. It was very well set up. That's how the Chiefs can. That's how they did that the other year where they had $100 and then they turned it into like 50 million because they smartly like had a bunch of big cat contracts they could just cut out, and because there's they didn't have dead cap on them. Now that backfired on them because now this year they kind of, what's up, Adam? Yeah, basically the way you guys, I figured out the way you guys were doing shit. It's not illegal what you were doing. It was just you guys have it set up so every couple years you just cut a bunch of old players, revitalize them with superstars because you now have the franchise, you have the quarterback, you kind of have the it factor. Very well done, but it's sort of the COVID ship, the salary cap going down literally just went like this. Smack the shit out of it. And the Cowboys are set up in a similar way. I figured it out. I figured out what these top teams are doing, sort of. I'm like, oh, okay. So it's basically you backload the shit out of these contracts. You suffer for a couple years, but I mean, they are worth what they're getting. But then like year 4 in the contract, it's only like $750K in dead money, and you fucking kill them. You blow them right out of there. Bye-bye. Bye. It's a brutal business, but that's exactly what happens. I think the Patriots do that to a very lighter degree, but they don't overpay unless you're a defensive back. Yeah, the Chiefs are interesting. That the salary cap going down put a giant fuck in that, though. The salary cap was supposed to go up to like 215 or something, and the Chiefs would be $2 million under the cap right now if that was the case. With like 1 or 2 cuts, then they have $20 million to spend. Trust me, I looked into this. I seen exactly what your team was going to do. I think the person they could have cut this year was Sammy Watkins, and I think they would have saved about $14 million in a dead cap just by cutting him this year. And then there was like 1 or 2. I think Tyrann Mathieu is also another guy that you guys can cut this year, where it's only like $1 million in dead cap. But again, that would save you like $20 million. So it's like the combo of those two would have allowed you guys to go into free agency with almost $40 million. Hence the way your fucking team building strategy, where I figured it out. I'm not fucking stupid. I eventually figure shit out with teams. You just got to spend time looking at the way their contracts are all set up. And then you're like, oh, I see what their little strategy is. Because it does seem like the Chiefs always have money. It's like, how do they do this? I don't know. I'm pretty sure all they're doing is cutting dudes with no big contracts at the end. With no big dead cap hits. It's pretty it's Veach is smart. He's a smart guy. Can't really complain about it. That's how you keep winning. That's literally it's like you said, rotary line. It's assembly line. Henry Ford would be proud. He'd be like, damn, that's fucking efficient. Yeah, you guys don't really do the backup game. No, yeah, that's for pussies. You guys are very front heavy, no backups. They can all eat shit. But it is what it is. Yeah, if you guys sold out, won a Super Bowl, I'd be happy because you got the Super Bowl type situation. I'd be like, don't care, won a Super Bowl. We're good for the next 20, 30 years. Don't give a fuck. That's how Lions fans would be. Do you think any Lions fan would ever care if they ever won a Super Bowl again in their whole lives? No. There'd be 40-year-old Lions fans talking shit for the rest of their lives about how great the Lions are. And you never could convince them again. Like, well, we literally have Super Bowls, so I don't know what the big deal is. Oh, is Honey Badger's contract too big? See, Lions fans just want one. They don't care. You think they'd get the fever? Mm-mm. They'd literally be fine going 0-16 for the rest of their fucking existence if they got one. Yeah, no, they can't get rid of the Honey Badger, though. I agree, Mike. Statistically, they can't get rid of him. But eventually, they do have to kind of. I think he is getting a bit old. That's the thing with Tyrann. Isn't he like 31? Literally, Lions fans, dude, they'd sell their whole goddamn souls to get one Super Bowl. They'd be like, we could do 4 or 5 years of 0-16 if we get a Super Bowl. We'll just talk shit. We don't care. What does that mean? Try going undefeated without a Super Bowl in your franchise history. or defeated. Yeah, like if they like, yeah, try doing that without a ring. Like that's literally what the Lions fans would say. Be like, what? We don't care. We literally would just watch. We'd just watch the Super Bowl we won. We'd just be like, whatever. We'll just go watch a different sport. We don't give a fuck. We got our ring. We talk about Detroit versus everybody in their third straight year of 0-16, blaming the refs. Do you know how embarrassing it is for Lions fans? Like that they actually like do get fucked over by the refs and nobody cares because it's the goddamn Lions and they always lose anyway. Like if any other team got the way, like the treatment that the Lions get from referees, oh dude, there'd be dude like that. Those refs would be like gone from football. Like when you do it to the Lions, the league goes, yeah, who gives a fuck? Literally after the game, they'll have the refs sitting there going, yeah, we blew like 4 or 5 calls. I think that's Jamie Collins, Mike. I'm pretty sure that's Jamie. He's the only one I can remember that wears 58. And I don't think we had Yucha yet, who I think now wears 58. That looks like Jamie, big old fucking bastard. God, dude, if we could get Jamie Collins back. You know there's a not 0% chance the Lions cut Jamie Collins? Bring back Van Noy and Collins, dude. Run it back for a Super Bowl. I'm just saying I wouldn't be opposed to kill this fucking league next year. Let's go get Jamie and Kyle back. I don't care how old they are. Let's fucking kill some people. We have the replacements. We already know we have Uche. We have Winnow. We've got the replacements of the future. I'm just saying maybe we go fucking get some veterans and kick the shit out of this league for talking all that shit last year. I don't know. Maybe we trade Gilmore for Odell Beckham Jr. and maybe we trade him for David Njoku and a couple picks from the Browns. And now all of a sudden we have ourselves a fucking little team. We go and sign somebody. Marquise Lee plays the whole season because he's not getting fucking hospital balls from Blake Bortles, getting hurt all the time. Yeah, I did my research. Is Marquise Lee injury prone, or was it's the fault of Blake fucking Bortles throwing him balls across the middle of the field? Damian Williams, and yeah, I'm assuming you guys get Damian Williams at LDT. Yeah. I don't think Jimmy's leaving the 49ers. I don't think so. I've seen no indication that the 49ers want to move on from him. Like if they do take a quarterback, from what I've understood, it's not like he's going to replace Jimmy right away. It's just they need to get like an actual backup for Jimmy because of the injuries. And it's not skill concern. No, it's no skill concern. If they wanted to move on, the only reason they would is literally because he's got some injury concerns. And last year's a wash anyway. I guarantee the 49ers do not consider that anything. They're like, last year fucking was blown. That game against the Jets really fucked their season up. Like their whole team got hurt that game. Yeah, 49ers are in a playoff situation. They're Jimmy gives them the best shot to win right now. Ironically, like they literally got to a Super Bowl with him. Let's not forget that. With much less on offense to work with, I'll be honest. When he comes back to the Niners next year fully healthy, they actually have more weapons. He's got way more to deal with, so we'll see. A more confident Garrett Kittle, Deebo Samuel will be a little bit more experienced, a little bit more ready, getting better passes thrown to him from a much better quarterback than Mullins and CJ Beathard. Jesus. The fact that they won 6 or 7 games with CJ Beathard and fucking Nick Mullins, Kyle Shanahan's a genius coach. Harbaugh's 49ers also lost Super Bowl. Yep. Well, they won that Super Bowl, but let's just not comment on officiating. That put the ball at the 1-yard line. Maybe pass interference should have been called in that end zone play. When, I don't know. Just saying, it's clearly, let's all be honest, that was clearly PI, right? Like that would have put it at the 1, at the 0, like basically the goal line. And boy, oh boy, I wonder if Colin would have been able to score from the 1. What's up, McKenna? How's it going? Something tells me 100,000% Colin scores from the 1 right there. That's a different ball game if they call the pass interference that they should have called. But hey, whatever. They didn't. It's part of it's no use crying over spilled milk. That's why I always laugh when 49ers fans go, dude, we had or Saints fans go, we had the worst call against us in Super Bowl in the game in like playoff history. Really, I literally remember watching the 49ers lose a Super Bowl because they didn't make a fucking blatant PI call. These Saints fans have such recency bias. I've also literally seen a team win because like the quarterback fumbled, but like last second, I didn't see this live, but I've heard of this moment. Like what happened was it was a snowy ass game, and this quarterback was illegally hit by a bunch of savages that play for a team that doesn't even play where it plays anymore because nobody watched them and nobody cared about them in that city, so they got moved around like a bitch ass bunch of bums they are that cry too much about one game. Whole team cries about one game still. The whole team cries about this game still. The whole 2000 whatever team this might have been still boohoos and belly aches about this, especially their very good cornerback that's in the Hall of Fame, who was a teammate of the quarterback that this happened. So what happened was this guy properly tucked the ball away. You know, he's going down. He was fucking securing the ball on a hit. It wasn't a fumble. It was not a fumble. He literally was not a fumble. Just saying. It literally was. And, you know, whatever. We're not going to get into the specifics. Basically, some obscure rule saved the day. And the team won. Some say that was one of the worst calls in NFL history. I don't really think so. I think it was a good call by the refs. Proper. They had to follow the rule book. It's not the fault of the team when a coach knows all the rules. The same coach may or may not have a rocky history of abusing said knowledge of the rule book. You got your brother a Detroit Lions hat? Hell yeah, that's always a good gift. There was also an instance against the Baltimore Ravens or against another team in the playoff game where he figured out in the rule book it didn't say you have to ever declare which person was considered a down lineman and who wasn't, right? But it was just some form of random 5 people were down linemen. So basically, like what this team did was they started just putting random guys as down linemen and start sending random linemen down the field. And they started murking out this one team. Like this poor team just started getting destroyed. Basically, this team won the game because they basically, what some people say is cheating. Literally wasn't cheating. That Baltimore Ravens game, that team that lost that game did not get cheated. It was even the rules committee went, yeah, I mean, it's shitty that they did that. It's just, but we need to change that rule. But they didn't it's not technically cheating. It's just not a rule. However you want to consider that. If there's no rule for it or against it, then you can do it. It's kind of a gray area. It's been good, McKenna. How's your day been? It's kind of like the whole when Mike Vrabel, that dirty cheater, started against us, by the way, he cheated against us, ran the clock just on 4th down and then took a penalty, and the clock keeps running at that situation as long as you take a penalty on that weird punt. It used to. Now it doesn't on a penalty on 4th down. You can't just. But for some reason, that nasty cheater, Mike Vrabel, did that against the Patriots. It was one of the most brutal things I've ever seen a team do. And like Saints fans still have the audacity to say they got treated the worst. They did to that against us in the playoffs. They cheated so blatantly. Everyone's like, oh, how does it feel to get your own strategy used against you? Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure we had done that like the week before to somebody and won the game to like even make the playoffs. So, I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks prior, the Patriots had done that to somebody. Apparently, Mike Vrabel paid the fuck attention and like did it to us. Yeah, it was brutal. We did some fuck shit, and then somebody did it right to us, and Bill was madder than a motherfucker. I don't think I've ever seen him angrier. except for when he threw that phone. Yeah, it was just I was gonna say, wasn't it? It wasn't even appropriate that he did that. He was just being like a fucking dickhead. Yeah, I was gonna remember. Yeah, weren't we up like fucking 30 points and he did that shit? And then the Titans in like a 1-score game were like, want to see the watch this. Yeah, they need to be. If that would have been us, do you know that what the fucking people would have done? Well, everyone actually. That was one time where actually people credited and people went, all right, that's pretty goddamn smart by Bill. That was a pretty good move there. Yeah, I never seen it backfiring though. It was like Vrabel was waiting for it too. I'm gonna get these motherfuckers on a moving clock, 4th down. Watch this shit. Oh yeah, Morgan. But Bill, yeah. Your day was windy and freezing. That's not a good day. My day's been pretty good though. Been chilling. Weather's finally getting warm. Yeah, we do play the Titans this year. We're gonna. I have a feeling the Patriots might be able to get their hands on Jonnu Smith. I think he's quite good. All right, Adam. Have a good night, man. Thanks for stopping by, my friend. It was good times. I appreciate it. Yeah, we get some payback on teams this year, 100%. Several teams I have in mind that like deserves to just get the shits kicked out of them. I hope we're playing the Chiefs this year. And we actually get our quarterback, and like we don't have to play fucking Hoyer and Stiddy with no wide receivers. Like that was so brutal, dude. Like that was so bad to have to play Kansas City without a quarterback, because then they're like, "Oh, we beat you guys so bad." That's way too many, man. You don't want to be taking them multiple days like that, dude. That's how you fuck up. That's how you fuck up and get super addicted to those. Yeah, you might want to be careful with those, dude. I wouldn't advise multi-day usage of that shit. Like even 1 or 2 day, like 2-day usage, you start to get fucked on those. Might want to be careful. Yeah, just get rid of the cost. Yeah, he stinks. Yeah, there's a lot of bum ass receivers. Here's my 2 cents on the matter on those. You don't want to take those for multiple days. And you should see a therapist, man. I'm not a therapist, man. I don't see a therapist if you're starting to get depression. I don't know what to do about that. I'm probably not the best person to bring to about that, because I don't know what to tell you. Go talk to a therapist, my friend. I'm very not qualified to deal with medical, mental conditions. I'm not a very good for sure. Space. Tyrell Williams. I think it's a good move. Very low risk, very low cost. Like it's like 6 million, just under 6.5. So like I think it's a great move. Solid number 2 option, and kind of still gives you hope that the Lions are going to be able to work something out with Galladay. I still think we're going to have him because of the franchise tag anyway, but I really hope they can just work a deal out with him. But I get you, Morgan. I understand why you might be indulging right now. I'm not trying to mark or marsh or what was the word? Harsh your good hire or anything. Just be careful, my friend. Wouldn't advise him tomorrow. I know you're going through it, so I don't want to like be like a dick. I decided to know who the weather is. 20% rain and 69% hot. Ooh, humidity's a bitch out there. For us, it was like in like the 40s or 50s today. It was pretty nice in Michigan. But yeah, Williams, good move. As long as he stays healthy, everything is good. I think he will be fine this year. Last year was a weird year where like everybody got hurt, it feels. So I don't know. Anybody who's slightly unlucky with injuries last year just got hurt. It seemed like it was a cursed year. What the hell just happened, dude? Why'd my whole screen just like flinch? Weird. I probably fucking hit something. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Golden Tate. I have no idea where Golden Tate's going. Someone who needs a slot receiver. Couldn't tell you. Maybe the Bill. Maybe the Dolphins. Maybe the Bears, the Packers. Maybe like a shock team like the Titans. Yeah, if Curtis Samuel walks, maybe they might bring a guy like Golden Tate in. I don't know, man. There's just a lot of most teams have like already kind of got their slot guys kind of dialed in, and most teams aren't going to want a guy who's a year or two away from retiring. Like I like Golden Tate. I don't think he's toward the end of his career. Didn't he get drafted? Wasn't he like in the league in like 2010, 2011? Like a 10-year-old receiver. Hold on, let me see something. 32. Oh, he's still got a couple years left. Not bad. He'll probably play somewhere. Who knows? Somebody will give him a shot. He's only 31, 32, so. Excuse me, I'm going to go blow my nose real quick. This shit's bothering me. Oh boy. Shit, didn't want to like get out of there. It's fucking brutal. It's gonna be a sec. This fucking shit's real clogged. I'll be back in like 2 minutes, probably. Fucking bullshit, dude. All right, never mind. We're good. I yeeted that shit out. I did a super breath that went, achoo, and it shot out of there. Fucking felt. I feel amazing right now. Have you guys ever fucking like got the snot out and like everything you just feel so much better? Smell it. See that? That's good. That's me breathing through both the nostrils. That's a good feeling. That's a lot of oxygen. I'm also off of like 250 milligrams of edibles, so you have to excuse me, Julius. I both of these. Yeah, Pini Sewell, yeah, the Hawaiian guy. I ate the Fuegos and I ate the Kush Punch candies. They were very good. If I had to guess, this is the offense for the Lions next year. Goff, Swift, Ingram. That wouldn't be bad for a vet one wide receiver. Kenny, Tyrell, and Hawkinson. You do know we'll still have. Do you think what about Kerryon Johnson? No, I mean it was funny. Oh yeah, no, yeah, yeah. Oh okay, yeah, yeah, dude. I yeeted that shit into the toilet. Do you know what's sad is like that I figured out how to blow my nose when I was like 25 years old by like complete disgusting accident. I used to just suffer with a stuffed nose and just not know how to deal with it until I sneezed and then like have like the gnarliest, nastiest dude. Yeah, I didn't know how to blow my nose. And I was like, how in the world? Dude, yeah, it was just brutal. I just used to suffer. It was like the most suffering things in my. I'd be like, I can't breathe, and people would be like, blow your nose. Like, I don't know how. And then one day I was just fucking walking. I was like walking down the road, and I just went like really hard because I had shit in my. I wanted to clear it. And I was like, it's driving me nuts. And I just like went like this and went and like blew. And like I was like, wait a minute, what? And then I did it with the other one, same thing. And I went, is that how you blow your nose? And then I ran basically back to my apartment, very excited by this discovery. That, mind you, I'm 25 years old. That was the first time I'd ever experienced the art of blowing my nose. It was on an accidental walk home where I really need to get some boogers out. And I ran home. I went, oh my God, it's the noise people make. And I was like, I can blow my nose now. Teach your kids how to blow their nose so they don't turn out like me. Just suffering through life. Just like, I wish there was a way to figure out how to blow your nose, because I felt like if I asked anybody, they'd be like, dude, what are you, dude, you're like a grown up. You don't know how to blow your nose. They don't have allergies where I'm from. I didn't even know I had these because like I lived in like a desert. Dollar cleats getting snot. Yeah, that's part of it. They're also getting dirt and shit. Yeah. I forgot about him. He's still young, so we could do what we did with Peterson. Yeah, Kerryon will be there. We don't need to sign Mark Ingram, Henry. Sorry for that disgusting aside. It's just it feels so much better when my nose is cleared out. It's just like, I can breathe. What a sweet relief. Yeah, I hope the Lions do get Parsons, or because now we don't need another receiver, especially if we can bring in Galladay. Kind of opens up the Lions draft a little bit. Lions aren't in desperate position. Tigers playing the O's. I think don't the Tigers play the Blue Jays? I thought it was the Blue Jays. Won't swear to it. Let me look. Next game, it'll be it's the Blue Jays. It's Turnbull. Oh yeah, Turnbull. So only bummer about that is it's on the radio. Yeah, they also released a couple other guys, Amir. A lot of guys getting released. Those are Saturday. Did you see the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles first and second? No, I don't watch the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's not really my thing. I don't really understand it. Not a big fan of turtles. Kind of gay. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, they're just not my thing. I don't know. I didn't really I never got into the Ninja Turtles. I don't know what it was. I don't really like animals that much. Maybe that's part. Like I don't like anthropomorphized animals. They bother me. Like I don't like human animals. It's like, what is it? Like I don't like Brian. He's my least favorite character on Family. I'm like, fuck that dude. He's a goddamn dog. Why is he talking? Like I really hate animals that talk. Like it's like something like mean inside of me. I hate Lion King because lions don't actually sing. It's like, what is this? This is stupid. Like I like then it makes no sense because I like cartoons. I like the absurdity of them, but like I don't like human like animals. I'm like, they're not people. Let's stop this. I'm a speciesist. I believe we're better than them. Especially turtles. Fuck them. They get to live like 200-300 years, so they can take some shit. Like stupid ass turtles. I smack the shit out of a turtle. What's he gonna do about it? Like move slowly? Won't even know it's me. I'll be long gone before he fucking turns around. I'll smack him from the whop and run. I ain't even afraid of no snapper. Actually, I wouldn't do that with the snapper. The motherfuckers can turn their head like this. You know how fast that is? I study the enemy. Yeah, you don't want to mess with snapper turtles. Those motherfuckers are mean. That was the main guy you wanted gone. Chiefs might release Eric Fisher. It would make sense to release him, but what's the dead? I wonder what the dead cap on Eric Fisher would be. Let me see something. Go down. If his dead cap is worth like anything like 10 million positive, they might cut his ass. Oh. No, yeah, they might. It's only a 12 mil dead cap right now. Like it's only 3 million to cut him. With that injury he just had, yeah, they might cut his ass. He's a free agent next year anyway. Sports expert. Achilles injury. Ooh. Yeah, and they can save 12 million by cutting him. So it's literally a straight up $12 million save. It's almost like that'll put them under 200 million, by the way. That'll put them at like 199. So yeah, Eric Fisher might be a cap casualty for the Kansas City Chiefs. Literally, it's 15.181 mil, and like the dead cap would be 3.181. That's what it would cost to cut him. You believe the ninjas? Ninjas do exist. That like aren't ninjas like a real part of Japanese culture? Kind of like off topic. Like not exactly like the word ninja, but like the ideas of like ninja ideologies and shits like that. Like isn't that like a real part of like Japanese cultures? The like Shinto era. I think that's actually the name of the era where that became popular, where they like started like really thinking it was cool to be like kind of like badass and like ninjas. They were kind of like mythologized very heavily during like the Shinto era of Japan, and sort of like in the West we sort of do a similar thing with like the weird Victorian era that happened. I think the Japanese like mythologize their ninja era, like their weird Shinto like they have a thing that it's like roughly analogous to like what we did with the Victorian era. Like it's like not a very long time or not a very significant thing, but like it really impacted like forward culture. Like I'm like rusty on this because I used to know this and I don't know why, because I think I studied the ninja. I wanted to be one for a while. Then I found out that with my athletic ability, that's not very possible. Plus, I'm kind of loud. Like when I walk, I think I walk quiet, but that's because I have very bad hearing, and so I'm like, no, I'm walking quiet. Thud, 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 thud. There's no way. Yeah, it's like autistic levels of noise I make when I like walk around and shit. I'm pretty sure I'm loud. I have no idea. I just assume I make a lot of noise like a deaf person. Wouldn't that suck to be deaf because only because of the way some of them talk? It's awful. They got like this weird sound that goes. They don't like say like retard, like they don't sound stupid or anything, but like it's just like this weird like it's like a noise before they say everything. Hello, my name. Like that's how deaf people talk, and it's really strange that they all do it. It's all like a very similar noise. If you ever talk to a deaf person, it's basically yeah, that's what it is, Julius. I think I'm just I feel like I think I'm overly loud, and I'd much prefer to be on the basement floor. If I can move around, I'm gonna kind of renegotiate this down to the bottom. So I'll be like, listen, I'm like very self-conscious about making noise. I don't care about people walking. I don't care about the noise. Noises don't bother me around me because I'm like hard of hearing anyway. unless it's literally like a scream. I don't hear noises around here, or it's sudden. So I don't care. Do you think things would bother? Nah, I've lived under people before. It's not that bad. I just tune shit out. It drove my roommates. They said it was bad sometimes. I'll be like, I don't think so, dude. What are people supposed to fly around and shit and never get excited and get, like jump around? That's how people operate. I don't know. G.I. Joe the movie. But I tried not to be too loud with the walking around. But the problem is this fucking floor is goddamn creaky as shit. And like I have like spots marked I know not to walk on because I know they just like I'm like, fuck. And like the worst spot is like right as I walk into my room. So it's like, motherfucker. Hate it. Hate it, hate it, hate it. Oh shit the hell. How'd you get exposed? What happened? You're only a boy. You shouldn't be getting exposed. That guy's disgusting. Call him a PDF file. I didn't say the bad word, YouTube. I said PDF. I don't know. What's this? Is that called? Oh, okay. It's like, ew. Because you told someone to kill themselves. Oh, who cares? It's just it's that weird dude. Not to be mean to Mysterio, but isn't he like in his mid-20s beefing with like 11-year-olds, like 12-year-olds and shit? Like Whisper, you're not trying to be mean, but like you're like 13, aren't you? 14. It's like, dog, you're like 10 years older than the dude. Like, what the fuck? Like, come on, man. Literally block him. You're a grown adult, dude. Just fucking just literally just block them. They are a child. You're never going to be in the right. You're literally arguing with a boy. What are you doing? That's why I just someone needs to tell Mysterio as like a grown man. I was like, dog, you're literally like a grown up. What are you doing? It's like if you want to like, number one, you shouldn't be DMing any of them. What's up, Mile High? He shouldn't be DMing any of you guys. That's very strange. Especially since none of you like want to talk to him. It's very odd behavior by and I'm not trying to insinuate anything, but it just doesn't. It's a very weird optic. Just be the grown up and block the guy. That's all you gotta do. Yeah, literally, it's his own doing. It's the uncomfortable shit he like sends to all you guys. That's the problem. It's like, dude, what are you so angry about? They're like kids, dude. Just if you don't like them, block them and move on. You don't have to talk to them. You don't have to talk to anybody. Weird champ. That's what he is. Feels weird. That's all right. Oh well, that guy's he's kind of like the other weirdo. Just move on from people like that. You know what my worst fear is? Since I live on the second floor, somebody outside my window. Do you know how scary? The unnatural level of fear I would have if I just seen somebody. Hey, like I like open my window because I like to open my windows a lot, so like I just like push the window open. Someone said, "Hey." That scare the shit out of me so bad. It's like my biggest fear that I would see somebody. I won't even know how to react. Russ would love it in San Francisco. Yeah, he would. Russ would love it in Indianapolis, probably like Dallas. Apparently, he wants to play for like the Bears, Saints, Cowboys, and like fuck was it the Raiders? There's only 4 teams he'd like to play for, and it's like not like 2 of them maybe you'd expect, in the Saints and maybe the Cowboys, but then it's like the Bears and Raiders, and you're just like, what a weirdo. And then you're just reminded that, oh yeah, he is Russell. It is Russ. He has one of the greatest pre-draft pictures, if everybody remembers him with his first girlfriend, the white lady that he probably quickly dumped after he's seen her face upon him getting drafted. She was like, yeah. She got dumped probably because of that creepy looking face she made. If you don't remember what I'm talking about, just look up Russell Wilson, white girlfriend. Hilarious picture. I'll fucking do it. I don't care. Really one of the funniest things. He left this lady. And you know what's sad is she's like not even that bad looking of a chick. But like, boy, oh boy. She thought she secured the fucking bag, dude. Look at Russ. That bitch thought she done secured all kinds of monies, all kinds of future fortunes. And then Sierra was like, yeah, she fumbled the bag, dude. She celebrated. Look at, you can see it in his eyes. He's like, damn it. And then he's seen this picture and he went, oh. Because just moments before it looked like this. Look at this moments before the picture. Like she's all normal looking. Things look calm. She looks kind of tense. I think it's him on the phone with the Seahawks. She's got no idea. She's looking a little nervous here. And this. Oh, the obvious. It's too obvious. And then old Sierra was like, hey, Russell. He was like, I never once fucked with a white bitch. And then he left that lady. Kicked her right in the face. Yeah. And ran over back to the black woman. Regained his superpowers by doing that, by the way. He almost fucked up and lost his superpowers. You know, if he would have married this chick, it'd be like Patrick Mahomes. He's fucked. I read on several sources of black Twitters that Mahomes lost all his superpowers for having a white child. That's over with. He doesn't get to play like that no more. All his successes is gone. I heard the ancestors got him. And this is just me reporting. This isn't my analysis. This is just what I read on black Twitter. So I tend to take that as bond about the situation. He fucked up. And that's all right. Russell, on the other hand, goes, didn't do that. We'll see how everything turns out for old Pat with his weird fucking decision to Brittany Mahomes for some reason. Ugh, that chick. He could have done a lot better. You know what I mean? Like he could probably get some way better looking pussy like right now. Well, not now because he done fucked up and got her pregnant. But like he could get like a way better look. He could have gotten a way better chick. He has that one first good season in the NFL. He literally could have been banging a Kardashian if he wanted to. Like he could have, like if he wanted to stay with the white women, he could have at least gotten like high class white women, like a Kardashian, one of the 2 Jenner sisters. You know, not the tranny mom. You don't want, or dad, or what do they call Caitlyn? Like the other mom? Is it still dad? Just with like kind of like a snicker at the end? Hey, dad. Kind of like situation. Yeah, you got to respect the loyalty, but like, Tom got some chance at some supermodel pussy and left a pregnant woman. Like I got more respect for Brady for doing that. And then now like he like merged the 2 houses together. Tom's got some real alpha energy going on in his life. I'm pretty sure Bridget and her husband live like on the side of Brady's house. So that way that his whole family can live together, because Tom is a good man and provides for everybody. He takes care of both the families. Even her husband, the new lady's husband, Bridget's husband. Yeah, Brady's got baby mamas and shit. Brady's hilarious. That's my favorite part of Tom Brady is like nobody really like knows that about. It's kind of one of those nasty things that really gets underreported. But he did leave a pregnant woman for a supermodel. You know, Tom Brady does have some kind of gangster, I guess. I mean, it's fucked. I mean, I don't know how else to put that, but I mean, it's not like he wasn't like paying child support and shit. One day that kid's gonna put that together, though. Wait a minute, hold the fuck on. How long you two been together? 15 years. I'm literally 15 years old. What is this? Like, I'm not even like 15 quite yet. How have you been together that long? Your 15th anniversary. How in the fuck? I'm literally 14. Yeah, at some point he's gonna put that together, right? Like that that his dad dipped out on old mommy when she was pregnant. Because like there's a few month gap between a major anniversary and his birthday. Like literally like a month gap. It's like a month or two. And then this is just, well, here you go, buddy. Or he'll read it on the internet. And that's about a bitch. To realize, damn, my dad dipped on my mom for some fucking supermodel pussy because dad's buddy Jack, what's his name? I don't know anybody's names. I don't the fucking skinny guy who didn't win any Oscars, then he became fat like Jack Nicholson and won an Oscar. Who the fuck is that? DiCaprio, that's who it is. Yeah. That's the guy I was thinking of. Yeah, he broke up with Giselle and then called Brady, and Brady got in that. That was all his. It's the most I know about someone's personal life. That's it. That whole series of events. I know that whole story, and that's it. And I also found out Derek Jeter might have actually used steroids, by the way. Did some research. Weapons a hell of a lot more correct than we were. And that's specifically because Derek Jeter and Peyton Manning share something in like I think like the guy who got busted for being like with the connection to Peyton Manning is also like the trainer of Derek Jeter or some shit like that. So like it's as likely that Peyton Manning took HGH than like as Derek Jeter did. So yeah, I'm fully on Derek Jeter used HGH, just never got caught or just didn't do it and got caught when it wasn't banned in the league till 2003 or whatever. Was it 99 or 90 fucking 2003? I forgot what year they officially banned it, and then I think 2003, right? That was the official ban year for HGH. It wasn't outright banned as late as you might think it was. And that's why most of those guys can't really get in trouble like post-human, like, you know, they can't really go and strip records and shit. That substance wasn't goddamn banned until 2003. Now they look at Barry Bonds, you know, the post-2003 stuff. That's what they suspend guys for. Anything after that point. Like if you popped in 2002, there's nothing they could have done. Like there's literally zero. You could be like, yeah, so what of it? They've been like, you know, we're just letting you know, maybe you want to tone down the steroids. You're going to get busted one day. You're killing my childhood. But like, if he used HGH, I don't know if it's in the same capacity that anyone else used it. Cause like he didn't get big. And there's also a part of me that's like, he may have used it for injury recovery. Because, like, Payton clearly didn't use it to, like, become big and strong and fast. You know what I mean? Julian Edelman, Will Fuller. There's a lot of guys getting busted for these weird anabolic, like, HGH. And I don't know if they're using it to cheat or recover from injuries. I don't know. And I'm more inclined to believe the recover from injury side, which is a little dirty. Sure. I mean, it's not right to use, you know, those to use HGH to recover, but again, it's smarter. It makes it go faster, and probably heals a hell of a lot stronger too. So I understand that. Yeah, no, I don't think it's as like diabolical as fucking A-Rod or Canseco. So I wouldn't worry about it like that, man. And it's only loose links. It's like as likely as Peyton using it. And there's never been they're just linked to a guy who got busted for being a guy who uses who used steroids on clients. I think that's like the commonality link. Let's look that up. Derek Jeter. Oh yeah, HGH. Here we go. Yeah. XH here. XG but no wrongdoing. Most people say, yeah, he's Derek Jeter's trainer linked to the Peyton Manning HGH scandal. Okay, so basically what happened was but Jeter's play by the rules reputation may take a hit after the New York Times linked Jeter to a Florida trainer, Jason Riley, who founded a supplementary company with Charlie Schley, the pharmacist who told Al Jazeera that an Indianapolis anti-aging clinic had shipped human growth hormone to the wife of Broncos quarterback Peyton Manning. That whole weird situation, there's like loose ties to a couple guys in this situation. Like Jeter's loosely tied to the guy. Not provided it, but it does raise questions about the Yankee star relationship with Riley, who founded Elements Nutris with Sly, who since claimed he lied when he told Al Jazeera that the Geyer Institute had shipped HGH to Ashley Manning. Yeah, right. So you never know with all these situations. It's all like, who can you trust in all these? It's Al Jazeera News. It's all shifty sources. But yeah, Ashley Manning did get caught with HGH. That actually happened. And Jeter's friends with the person who probably shipped it. So I believe they started a company together. I don't know. It's shady. But again, Jeter's never been busted at all in any kind of instance or even been like, this is the closest thing he's been linked to. And it's fucking it's not good evidence. You know what I mean? Like, it's not exactly like, here's your smoking gun of the steroid abuse of Derek Jeter. But, it's definitely fishy. But again, Jeter's, when you're in a game like baseball, you're probably bound to like run into some shady individuals. What the hell? But yeah, I would imagine, it's pretty, it's easy to see where there would be some shady individuals right there. Is that cheating compared to steroids? I don't know. Is that like, here's my counter argument to saying knowing that what pitch is coming is cheating. Zach Greinke called out his pitches all last season. He didn't like have a bad year. I don't know. Like, does it matter? Like, if you know it's coming, it's hard to say. You know what I mean? Because there are guys who don't care if you know what they're throwing. Some guys tell you. Some guys tip their pitches on purpose because it gets in your head a little bit. It varies. You know what I mean? Is that the biggest cheating shit in the world? I don't know. Should we be more mad that the Astros banged on trash cans, or that certain teams hire chemists to create substances to slick up the baseballs, like a certain like pine tar substance, so that they can slick the baseballs and add up to 400 miles per hour on their 400 RPMs on their revolutions per minute, not miles, but RPMs on their pitches. Like, to me, that's more aggressive cheating than like sign stealing from the pitchers or using steroids. Pitchers are literally adding in 400 RPMs to their like pitching by like teams hiring chemists to like create hilarious substances, like out of like some ghetto rigging of like boiling up Pepsi with like rosin and like like a whole bunch of weird shit. Some guys use resin pipes and like pipes from marijuana tobaccos, or resin from pipe tobacco, or from marijuana pipes. They'll use resin because apparently that's the best shit to use because it gives you the greatest grip on the ball, allows you to get the best, bunch of cheaters, man. The whole game is cheating. That's all baseball is. It's a battle of which team cheats the best. And that's why the NFL decided to doctor the baseballs and start making it so you can launch them 800 feet because averages dropped. The balls in play dropped, and like nobody was hitting again. So now when people make contact, they're jacking home runs at a exorbitant rate, or the guys are just not swinging at like crazy pitches. It's a very bad thing. Home runs are up, walks are up, strikeouts are up, and balls in play are way down, and that's not good. And that's completely because the guys are cheating with the baseball. And when they overcorrect for that, they're going to forget because it's baseball. For about a month or two, they're going to forget to switch the baseballs from the ones that are like moon balls. So we're going to have like a weird month where some guy hits like fucking 40 home runs in a month, or like a home run almost every game in that month. And everyone's going to be like, what the fuck is going on? And then magically it'll stop because baseball will be like, oh, fuck, we got to get the right baseballs. We got to take all those baseballs back. Because right now the baseballs are like jacked up. Like they're not normal baseballs at major league level anymore. And that's completely to like counteract the problem with the pitching that they don't want to admit's going on. Like baseball is doing their damnedest to cover up their current scandal, which like people who understand and study this say like the impact of what pitchers are doing is like 100 times more effective than all the hitters using steroids back in the 90s. Like there's 100 times more impactful that these pitchers are like cheating the way that they are and like like adding those RPMs. It's way more impactful than using steroids. So I'm like, well, that's cheating to me. Literally, they can't throw that way. That Altuve home run versus Chapman. Well, Chapman gives up home runs because he throws 800 miles an hour. That's just a simple. If you put your bat out and you hit it in the sweet spot on a fucking 103 mile an hour fastball, it's gonna accidentally go over the wall. Like you can send that fucking like. I've seen some Tigers have some guys who can absolutely gas it. Remember Joel Zamayo of the Tigers? He got took deep quite regularly by power hitters because they just wait back and just like it's weird with a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. There's like two options to hit them, and like fastball guys hit them pretty regularly, but it's just like going like that. That's basically all you got to do with a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. You just got to get your hands through the zone at the right time. Don't even concern. I don't know. It's weird. I think the fastest pitch I ever hit in the hitting cages was only like 85, 90. Then it gets really hard to hit. But that was also before I got the glasses on, so I don't know. Maybe I could have hit faster. I had no depth perception, and I need to wear glasses, and I was able to hit like 85, 90 mile an hour pitching at times. Had to be a fastball though. If it curved, I couldn't hit it like at all. But every time I got a fastball, I fucking smashed it. I could see them. Very easy to see the pitching. Like if it was a fastball, I could on curves, I could kind of see the stitching, but like fastballs, I could just see the stitching and blast the shit out of it. I knew when to swing, when it was coming, what angle it was coming from, but like no depth perception. I could not hit it. I've never hit a curveball, and all I know is like, dude, like when you see it and it's just like, and it's like coming down, and you're like, oh no, I don't know when to swing. Like I just didn't know. I like had no direction. I'm like, all right, here it comes. Oh, it's looping. Swing, and I'd swing right over it. Well, bitch. And I'd get so mad. Those are the ones I'd come into the dugout and slam my helmet down because I'd be like, dude, I thought I was swung at the right time. Like I would be like, I swore I swung at the right time, not knowing that I literally just needed glasses and I could probably hit pretty good. That's the annoying part. Oh well. My feet stink, dude. Oh, I gotta let these baby air out today for the rest of the night or something. Oh, stanky. Ooh. You're right, though. Baseball, you can't cheat many ways. Yeah, it's really hard to cheat in baseball because, like, at the end of the day, you have to hit a 100-mile-an-hour fastball, and that's fucking, like, impossible. Like, there's certain, like, you can kind of cheat at baseball, but at the end of the day, is it really cheating? I mean, it's not a good look. It looks bad to do what the Astros did, to take steroids. It doesn't make your team likable. And you can be called a cheater, sure, but like, I don't know. I don't really like it when like actual fans of the game, like, or more the players of the game, start calling things cheating. It's like, fucking shut up. I'll see you later, Julius. Yeah, I'm about to start to wrap it up too. It's 12:30. But yeah, that's what kind of my thing. It's like, I hate when the players start saying things about it. It's like, you all cheat too. Shut up. The fans, yeah, fans can bitch about it because they're invested hard. Like, but it's like if the players are really. You know how bad this gonna look if your team ever gets busted for anything. You might want to be quiet. Oh, you motherfuckers is cheating. Only like 3 teams don't cheat, and they like never win anything. It's funny. You can look that up. All the teams that don't cheat have like no titles, and they've never been to the championship games. They're all bad fucking teams. All the teams that win a lot and often win, guess what? They cheat a lot, except the Patriots. Ironically, they're like 15th ranked cheaters. Like, it's like, middle of the pack. But yeah, you can find that out at yourteamcheats.com. You can find out how your team does in terms of being cheaters. You can also find out that the Patriots aren't as bad as you might think. So, all right, guys. I'm going to start to wrap this up, though. It's been about an hour and a half. We're kind of just talking about random nonsense. So, yeah, I think it was a good stream. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the dislikes on it. I think we have like 15 likes or some shit like that. What did we get? 12, 15, 17. Oh, wow. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Very kind of you. Yeah, we'll be live again for the Tigers game tomorrow. I think it's just another radio broadcast, so we'll have to deal with that. But it was fun. We'll make it work. So thank you guys again for all the views. We're up over 5,800 subs. We've almost gained 100 already since the start of the baseball season. Believe it or not, we're at 5, 8, 11. So we may hit 6,000 during the baseball season. That'd be pretty cool. That would be pretty dope, actually. Looking very likely. So thank you guys for all the new subscribers, and it's dope. All right. Peace out, guys. Have a great night. Thank you so much for another fun stream. We'll be live again tomorrow. Peace out. Go Patriots, go Lions, and of course, go Tigers. And have a great night. Peace. What the hell?